Welcome to the OPCA Annual General Meeting. This year marks the OPCA celebrating 25 years of providing a unified voice for their members on issues affecting the petroleum industry and promoting the highest standards of quality, safety, and environmental protection for all types of installations and modifications of petroleum systems. Their expertise and knowledge, as well as working together with fellow industry professionals and regulators, help to safeguard both workers and the public every day. The groundwork was laid in 1993 by a small group of contractors to not only come together as a unified voice for the petroleum industry, but to develop a standard training program. And in 1994, the OPCA became a registered association. Many of the original members are still involved to this day because they believe in the OPCA's core value, protecting the integrity of our trade.
Contractors in Ontario were a pretty diverse and fiercely competitive bunch of people. It was difficult even to talk to one another, let alone get into an organization of some kind. And in 1992, I guess, the plumbers union, the plumbers and pipe fitters union, decided they wanted to work on fuel, gas stations in particular. It looked like they were going to be successful because there was nobody out there that was really licensed to do that kind of work. And a group of us decided maybe he was right. We called a get-together of all the contractors we could get a hold of. We had a meeting at the Legion Hall in Islington, and I always remember it was something just short of a riot. There was certainly some concern over the fact that the unions were trying to take our work. After a lot of back and forth, Tom Scott actually got up and told them, guys, you better get yourselves together or you're not going to have any work. Well, that sort of woke everybody up, and we organized a group of five of us, I guess, 5 or 6 of us that just agreed to be a board of directors or an initial group to try and get an association going.
The OPCA has persisted for 25 years by identifying areas or gaps in the industry where improvements are needed and developing programs for training and certification, a petroleum-specific safety program, and best practices for our industry. For over 10 years, OPCA's Recommended Practices Guide has been the petroleum contractor's leading source for all aspects of petroleum work, including installation procedures for tanks and piping, tank removal, working in confined spaces, and leak and spill prevention. The OPCA is supported by approximately 130 member companies, comprising largely of petroleum contractors and service companies, as well as a number of petroleum equipment manufacturers and distributors. 85% of our members are contractors representing over thousands of employees across our central, eastern, northern, western, and Metro Toronto regions of Ontario. While we have seen the effect of merging and retiring companies within the OPCA membership over the last 5 years, we are also pleased to have welcomed many new members in 2018. Our associate members are industry-related companies that have an interest in the activities of the OPCA and include consultants, engineers, equipment manufacturers, distributors, environmental companies, insurance companies, and training providers. The OPCA holds 2 major events every year: our annual conference and charity golf tournament. The OPCA appreciates the support of both our active and associate members by attending these events, as well as financial support through various sponsorship initiatives. The OPCA also represents members and industry on a number of regulatory groups and committees, such as the Technical Standards and Safety Authority, ULC, CSA, National Research Council, and CCME. OPCA board members are committed to volunteering their time and expertise, providing valuable input on industry-related issues, assisting with development of new requirements, and updating existing codes and regulations.
The big thing is that the organization continues to represent the members, even in places where some of us don't get involved. We still have to consider what the other members might be interested in, what they're concerned about, and we try to act on their behalf and deal with it through the board.
The OPCA values the relationships we have with industry and regulators. Many industry associations, including the OPCA, have knowledge, experience, and consistency. Many of OPCA contractor members, as well as members of our board, represent second and even third generations in the business. This is why we see the importance of working together to achieve common goals that protect the safety of everyone.
I believe the OPCA is as important today as it was 25 years ago. It was started by a group of individuals to deal with a common issue facing our industry. And we all know business evolves continuously, and we are still facing issues that overlap us all. We all seem to think sometimes that it's just us having these problems, but we come together as a group and start to talk and realize that everybody is dealing with similar issues. And that's what we try and do here at the OPCA, is to get those issues that are common to us all and work together to find solutions for us all, for everyone's benefit.
We bring additional benefits to our members through our financial and insurance partnerships. National Bank Financial provides members with programs for group benefits and financial planning. And Canada BrokerLink, who has provided programs for auto, general, and environmental liability insurance, as well as personal insurance for members and their employees. We are grateful to both for their continued support to OPCA and its members. Our members and board are supported by the OPCA staff. Our team is responsible for the day-to-day operations, as well as implementing and deploying OPCA initiatives. Our team is dedicated in providing excellent customer service and support to members and their employees. The OPCA continues to be the leading source for industry-related education. To date, the OPCA has invested hundreds of thousands of dollars toward our training programs. Our petroleum mechanic program incorporates the latest in e-learning to provide a more dynamic learning experience. We provide a blended learning program for our students, incorporating traditional training methods and in-class instruction with experienced instructors with the latest online learning tools. Our e-learning platform guides our students while they study with online quizzes and video tutorials. Our online tutorials show contractors working on real-time installations, so our students gain a sense of what will be expected of them in the field. This digital platform opens up exciting possibilities for continued growth of our training programs. When we look at our training data for 2018, you can see over 140 students completed an OPCA petroleum mechanic training program, an increase of almost 60% compared to 2017. When we look at the 5-year trend, there's an overall increase in the training program completions over this period. Also in 2018, we launched our online liquid fuels handling code workshop with over 350 individuals completing our online course, providing licensed individuals an overview of TSSA regulation and code updates. Another important initiative for OPCA is the Petroleum Oriented Safety Training Program. POST was created with contractors working in the petroleum industry, giving them the convenience of following one consistent safety standard when working on petroleum sites. Many contractors tell us POST has enhanced their company's safety culture, ensuring their workers have the best tools available to work safely.
I really do think that POST has improved the safety culture for the industry, because we've had many times when contractors show up on our sites and they don't really have that behavior-based safety. And myself, I'm one of the founding fathers, and I'm quite proud of that, of the whole POST. And contractors came to us as an industry and said, can you guys really not get together and do one sort of standardized documentation and program? And if we all could do that, then I think all of our contractors would be a lot better off, because they wouldn't have to decide what they're doing for Shell one day and our competitors the next day. So I really do think that it has improved the quality of safety in our industry completely.
POST is now widely used across Canada, with thousands of companies adopting POST safety standards. In 2018, POST has encompassed almost 16,000 workers, representing over 4,000 companies in every province and territory across Canada. We have also seen the continued support of POST remain steady over the last 5 years.
POST is a huge win for our industry. Years ago, we used to battle having 7, 8 different safety programs. Our own company plus one for every individual company we are working for out there. We really thank the oil companies for agreeing to come together on this issue. We know it wasn't easy for them when they started. There was a lot of government issues around oil companies having any sort of meetings together. So it went to very senior levels, but thankfully they all saw the benefit of having one common program on safety, and everyone put their differences aside to come together and create this. And it's been a phenomenal program for us. So much so we see now that it's not being driven by the major oil companies, and we all were expecting the number of companies and individuals annually to really start to drop as the major oil companies started doing less and less of their own work, and it started to go more and more to independents. But because of the strength of Post that all us business owners see, the numbers are still there. We all see it as a benefit, whether we're having it driven down by our clients or not. The way Post has been designed is very easy to follow. One thing just leads to another, so to train people on how to do Post is a fairly easy process. It's not complicated, and yet it's still flexible enough to cater to individual needs. Some clients want more safety focus, other ones aren't as safety focused, and Post allows us to scale that and be flexible depending on who our clients are that we're working for at the time.
Post has grown into a safety culture that has surpassed all expectations for our industry and provides 2 levels of online training, one for workers and a more in-depth course for supervisors, plus industry-specific safety tools and resources, including the Post app and mobile forms that help contractors organize their Post documents.
I really do think that the contractors that we use see the benefits of Post, because quite honestly, we've filtered out the contractors that don't see the benefit of having that strong behavior-based safety program with themselves. We've filtered out those contractors that have had many incidents in their working careers and in their statistics. And I think we've filtered out those ones that really don't want to be part of that. And I think the contractors that we're seeing now that are using Post really see the benefits of having a strong safety, which actually converts into having a strong business mind as well.
The OPCA also holds an annual Post Safety Forum with a variety of speakers discussing many issues relevant to our industry, from safety engagement surveys to how to properly use and care for safety equipment, all to provide some positive insight on everyone's commitment to safety. All of these presentations are available on OPCA's YouTube channel, and we encourage members to share these presentations with their own staff to promote a better safety culture in their workplace. We also have many volunteers representing both industry and oil companies who participate on the Post Advisory Committee. The committee meets several times throughout the year and has ongoing discussions on Post safety requirements, aligning ideas with requirements across Canada, as well as working on improving current safety processes. Our continuing investment in Post and supporting these safety initiatives helps meet our objective to have a safety program that meets or exceeds the minimum expectations of regulations for our industry across Canada.
The experience that I've had being part of the Post Committee, and again, as a founding father of the Post system, has really been beneficial to me. In my global role, I see a lot of contractors in various cultures and different countries. We really see the benefits of working together as a team, regardless of who we are and what logos we might have. We leave the logos at the door, we leave the egos at the door, and we all talk about safety. And the real interesting thing that I really enjoy about being part of the Post Committee is having the development side of things, so that if there's an issue with confined space or with working at heights, we workshop that together as an industry. And it's not just one company or one contractor that's coming with the issues. We're actually solving the issues, and we're coming up with quality programs so that it keeps our contractors safe.
In keeping with the spirit of promoting a positive safety culture, as well as paying it forward, the OPCA now hosts an annual golf tournament each fall, supporting the Threads of Life organization. Threads of Life brings hope and healing to Canadian families who have been affected by a workplace fatality, life-altering injury, or occupational disease. It is a national charity connecting more than 2,700 family members through one-on-one peer support, links to community support services, and the opportunity to take action to help prevent similar tragedies to other families. The OPCA is proud to be a sponsor of such an important organization, and with our members' support is thrilled to have raised almost $40,000 to date through these events.
My name is Joanne LaRue, and I've been a family member and a volunteer with Threads of Life for over 11 years now, ever since my son died as a result of a workplace fatality in January of 2006. And I found Threads of Life about a year and a half after Michael died, and they were instrumental in helping us through all of the red tape that's involved with a workplace injury or fatality. So when an organization decides to provide sponsorship or financial support to Threads of Life, those funds are used to train our Speakers Bureau members, who are the members who go out and do presentations on workplace safety and injury prevention in the community at a variety of places, high schools, conferences, workplaces. It's used to train our volunteer family guides for that one-on-one peer support to new families coming into the organization. It's used to train our facilitators for our community peer support programs, which is the group support that we've recently been able to start providing in the community. And it also supports our regional family forums that are provided in 4 times a year in 4 places across Canada, where new family members in particular can come in and find a place where they're understood and they're welcomed. And for a lot of those new family members, it's the first time in a really long time that they finally found a place where the people around them get it and understand the things that they're coping with. When an organization like OPCA provides support and fundraises and helps us out, you're enabling a family to attend one of those family forums, because there's no cost to families to attend a family forum. Sponsorship and our Steps for Life walk every spring are the sole means for us to pay for a family to attend one of those regional family forums. Threads of Life is incredibly appreciative of all of the support that the Ontario Petroleum Contractors Association has provided us over the last number of years. It's incredible to have such a huge group of people who want to help.
Our members know the importance of working together and the sense of community being part of an organization brings. The OPCA board works hard to ensure members' voices are heard and appreciates their continued support. 25 years is a long time for an organization to endure, and we are proud to still be here, representing our members and continuing to be the leader in industry training and safety.
25 years, it's hard to believe it's been 25 years. It's been an honor to have worked together with a group of individuals. Many of them from day one are still involved today. It's incredible to see a group of individual companies who compete day in and day out on the street in tenders and projects, to be able to put everything aside and walk into this room and work as a team to reach common goals affecting us all and benefiting us all, our businesses and our employees at the end of the day.
We will continue to strive for the best in safety, representation, and quality training for our industry, and are eager for the journey ahead. Thank you for your continued support